Hey Gabrielle, Oceana here with G3 Agency. This is that free video that Brienne said that we would send over about how to get your business in front of people looking for your services on Google. So I will note, oh, pardon, my alarm went off. I did notice that you're actually doing pretty well. It looks like you're probably working with a fairly good SEO company right now. So I'm just going to give you a couple of things that I think you could probably tell your SEO guys to maybe do and point out a few things that I think that they're doing right. So let's just jump right in. First thing is having a big click to call phone number here at the top is really, really good. This gives people on their mobile phones an ability to just give you a call without having to copy and paste it over into their phone application, which makes it a lot easier for them to call you and more likely that they will. The second thing is content. I always check to see if how much content there is on a page. And your website could use a little more content, but honestly, you're off to a really good start. You're doing much better than most websites are, to be honest, on that in that front. I would suggest adding a little bit more because I think you're at about maybe 1,500, maybe 2,000. You want to be closer to like 3,000 here. But content's cheap. Content's an easy thing to get. And you can actually hide content. Hide, I say in quotations. It wouldn't be hidden, but it wouldn't be quite as visible by say like this section. If you had a section similar to this, but instead of having all of the information displayed right away, you might have just the headings with a little arrow so that you can click it and it'll show you different ones. So that's a way that you can include more words on your site without having to create so many word walls like this, just in case you're worried about the look of your site being too wordy. Another thing is, let me see if they're doing this. If I right click on an image, which that one's not saved as an image, it's saved as a background. Let me just look for one that's saved as an image, maybe this one. Save image as. So if I click save image as, I can see this was noun house fire. Oh, they got this from the Noun Project. I love that. It's a good site to get emblems. Anyway, house plus fire equals blah blah blah, whatever. This is not helpful. It's a missed opportunity. So what I would suggest you tell your folks over there, your SEO company, to do is I was looking to see if there was any more images I may be able to check out. What I would do is have them save those images as those key phrases that you want to show up for. That way, here maybe there's one in about. That way you send another strong signal that you should be the one that should show up when someone types that phrase. So I'll show you what phrases I'm talking about. These are, I use this tool to do research. These are the different keywords that people are searching into Google when they're looking for your services. And this here is how many times approximately each month that search term is being searched. This over here, this column tells me how difficult it would be and how much time it would take. Not exactly, it's not exact measurement, but it gives me an idea of how competitive it would be to get to the first page of Google for that. So as you can imagine, it would take longer to rank for carpet cleaning Sacramento than it would for house cleaning Sacramento because it's so much more competitive. But I'm going to show you how to rank for house cleaning Sacramento, and I'm going to show you where you're currently at and how you're moving along in on your way to first place there. Because it looks like your SEO company is sure trying to get you there, so that's good. Okay, so when I put house cleaning Sacramento into Google, I can see then what we're up against to see what needs to be done in order to get you to the top. First, this is the sponsored Google guaranteed area. This is where you can actually pay for leads, and it's not extremely expensive, although it's not real cheap either. But I don't really know a whole lot about this. I'm fairly new to learning about Google Guaranteed, but what I have experience with is the Google Map Pack. This is the area right here with the top 3 local results. You are currently sitting at number 38 for this particular part. You really want to be in the first 3 because hardly anyone's going to click view all to go and see more. They're probably going to pick one of those 3, or they'll pick someone down here in the organic results. But what you want to do to get up here and make sure that your SEO companies are doing this. You want to make sure that your Google My Business listing is up to date and accurate. You want your name, address, and phone number to be displayed perfectly, exactly how it's supposed to be displayed, like how you want it displayed across the internet. Don't have them add, you don't want them to add any like keywords into your name. That's one thing that some SEO companies do that's kind of counterproductive. They try to fit all these keywords into like the name, so it'll be, it'll be Fairest cleaning, and then it'll be like carpets, ducks, blah 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 blah, and it'll just have like a long list of words. You don't want that. That's going to mess with it. So Google does not like that. But so you want to make sure your name, address, and phone number are correct, and then you're going to put that same information on different directories like Yelp, Yext, CityStar, White Pages, etc. And that's how Google can tell who is basically the most popular, who is definitely serving that area. So if you have more of those citations on these directories than your competitors, you'll show up higher in the map pack. And if you're in the top 3 of maps, you end up on the first page, which is great because it's going to send a lot of people to your website. It's also going to result in a lot more phone calls. Down here we have the top competitor of yours in that area. It's Merry Maids. I'm sure you probably recognize the name. So what we do then is we take a look at their website with a critical eye, and we want to know what it is that they're doing correctly that we could also do to also show up there at the top of Google, because they must be doing something right. And then we can see, is there anything that they're not doing that we could that that could help us get above them, not just below them. So first of all, how many words are on their page? Not that many. Definitely not as many as you are. So so you're already ahead in that aspect. And then if I right click on this image, save image as, are they taking advantage of this? No. So they have download.gif as their title for this photo. That means it was uploaded with that name. So if you upload your images as those keywords we were talking about earlier, that'll be another way for you to get ahead there. And then if I put them into this this tool, this is the same tool I use to do my keyword research, but in this case I'm using the Site Explorer function, and it's giving me an in-depth look into how this website's performing. So this UR score here is how powerful Google sees this exact page as. So rather than marymaids.com, it's actually specifically for this back page here, location page. So this UR score is, I would say it's below average, but decent. And then this DR score is actually fairly impressive. It would be difficult to beat them if we were just trying to beat out their whole website, but luckily for us we don't have to do that. We just have to get past, we have to win against their one page, just this Sacramento page, which is a lot less powerful than their site in general. So it's going to be a lot easier to do that. And okay, so I want to show you actually your scores real fast. So this is for specifically your house cleaning Sacramento page, since that's what we're trying to get seen for. It makes sense that we rank this page, compare this page rather than your home page with it. So your UR score is 7 and your DR score is 11. This is the most important, but this is also very important. So I mean, it's kind of 50-50 to be honest. So how you raise, oh, sorry, I don't know why my alarm keeps going off. How you raise this score is with backlinks and referring domains, which I'll explain really quick. A backlink is any link that goes from another website back to your site. A referring domain is any website that has at least one of those links on it. And currently you only have one web page pointing to this page, which is a concern of mine. This is maybe a spot where your SEO company might be falling a little short, because there should be more than one backlink here. Now on your home page, there are quite a few. So if I actually take away this here and I look again, you've got 56 backlinks for your entire website. Some good backlinks here would be like expertise.com. It's got a very high DR score, and just a reminder, that's going to be how trustworthy their entire website is. The more trustworthy their website is, the more power it gives your website. So you want to get backlinks from sites that are high in this right here, and that are somehow related to what you do. You want it to make sense that you'd be on that site. Like mamathefox.com, I don't know if it makes sense for you to be on that site, but maybe it does, because perhaps, you know, it's probably a blog about mothering, and you know, it makes sense that they talk about house cleaning. But then one that is, let's see, do I see anything? Local upholsterers. I know that word. Okay, so this one right here, like celerycoyote.squarespace.com, it's got the 0 here. This is this is an example of a very low quality backlink, and this will actually be dragging your page down. Now, mind you, if you have just a few of these low ranking domains pointing to your site, it's not going to hurt you too much. But you just want to be careful that they're not going out and getting you a bunch of low scoring ones, because a lot of SEO companies that have been around for a while, sometimes they don't know, but there's been an update in the last year or so with the Google algorithm, and it's actually starting to punish people for having a lot of these lower rating backlinks, whereas it used to be that they would help too, and you could get a bunch of those and help you rank really fast. But nowadays it's the opposite of that, so you want to get rid of any of these low ranking domains you have. But you don't have too many, so I'm not super concerned. Just make sure that you see that they add more of the backlinks to, let's see, go back to that one, more of the backlinks to that back page there, the house cleaning Sacramento, because if you want to rank that page, which you definitely do for this word, you're going to need a lot more power going to that one page. So okay, that's it. Sorry, this is a little bit longer than I usually make these, but I wanted to make sure that I really gave you an idea of what's going on with your SEO, so that way you can make any corrections with your SEO company that you need to make. And of course, if you want help with any of this stuff, my agency actually has worked alongside other SEO agencies before to help them sort of guide them. We've also, you know, helped people when they decided they didn't want their SEO company anymore, but I'm not suggesting that you do that. If you're happy with your guys, then please stick with them. They're doing a decent job, I will be honest. But yeah, those couple of changes will actually help you a lot. So thank you so much for your time. I know you're busy, so I'll let you get back to it. I would love some feedback from you on this, whether this was helpful or not. Thank you so much. Bye.